What is going on, everyone? Extreme here, and in today's video we're going to do something a little bit different. We are going to rank each of the Call of Duty titles from S rank to just plain trash. Now, I've seen videos of this on YouTube, particularly Drifter's video, but I just wished that this had Modern Warfare Remastered on it, just because I feel that's separate to this game right here, Modern Warfare. So, without further ado, let's start with Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Now, with this game, I didn't really play much of to begin with, because my brother got it with his PS3, and it was just one of those games where it's like, play for a bit, come off it, play for a bit, come off it. I never really got into it, but at the same time I still consider this game to be up there as one of my favourite Call of Duties, just because of the simpleness of where it all began, like kill streaks, 3, 5, 7, all sorts, no BS stuff that we have today. So I will put this at the S rank. So up now is World at War. Again, with this one, I didn't play much of, but I got it pre-owned a long time ago, and I didn't play that much. I don't know why I didn't play that much. But I guess I just wasn't invested much into Call of Duty during the time. For me personally, I would put it in. I'll put it in the B rank, only because the fact that I think, if I remember correctly, by the time I got it, that was when like mods were starting to happen, and you could basically, any game you could find, you wouldn't be able to kill anyone, or like it would be like stats resets and all sorts. So I do feel that was a downside to this game. Even to this day, it's probably difficult to find a lobby. Even with Modern Warfare, it's probably hard to find a lobby. Right, next up, Modern Warfare 2. Now, this is the first Call of Duty I actually got into. I'd probably say during the early stages of game, I would have put it up here. But I think over a period of time, it got to the point where friends would play Modern Warfare 2 just to play Mike Myers, just to play other like little game modes that they like come up with, like quick scoping and all that. And for me, it just got boring. So I didn't really play this at the later stages. But even when Black Ops came out, like say like 4 to 6 months into the game of Black Ops 1, people like my friends would just come back to Modern Warfare 2 just to mess around and that. But I'm thinking, why can't we just do that on Black Ops? But I'm not going to be judging it by that. The only thing I can think of at the moment is same outcome as World of War, modding. Modding just completely ruined the fun out of this game. But to be fair, I'm going to put it A rank. So, next game is Black Ops 1. This will be classed as my first Call of Duty game that I actually got a Platinum Trophy on. And I actually read through it on Veteran, on Campaign. Oh, no. So, in terms of multiplayer, I thought it was fantastic, to be fair. I could go on like 20 plus kill streaks on a good day. And the flow of the maps were good. There was some, I'll probably say some little disappointment maps. I can't remember them off the top of my head. But this is where Nuketown began. So I will put it. I think I'll be fair and put it on A. And now, Modern Warfare 3. This is where things were going downhill, especially for Infinity Ward, because obviously the two guys left after Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 3 was in a state, and I don't think a lot of people remember that Treyarch and Sledgehammer Games helped out with Modern Warfare 3. Because who knows, Modern Warfare 3 could have got cancelled. We just don't know. So we have to, in a way, we have to thank Treyarch and we have to thank Sledgehammer for bringing us this game. In terms of where I would put this, the multiplayer I feel was strong, but it just felt a bit missing. Like something was missing out of it. Can't think of it at the top of my head, but something just didn't feel right with it. The campaign was, I'd probably say, good. But the lacking, I feel, was like the Spec Ops thing. Like Spec Ops, the way that worked was just felt meh to me. In terms of like the DLC program, I think it was a complete mess. Like releasing stuff early, especially like under the deal where Xbox was getting like DLC first for 30 days, and then PlayStation. But then with like Call of Duty Elite in the mix, it just completely ruined the DLC season. Like I could play maps before my friends. My friends were going back to going back to old games because they couldn't play Modern Warfare 3 with me because I was getting the DLC early before them because of the Call of Duty Elite. So in that, I feel I'm going to put it in C. I think C is fair. Now, Black Ops 2. I feel... no, don't go there. I feel Black Ops 2, this is probably like my favourite Black Ops game. In terms of multiplayer is just brilliant. Campaign was something different. And zombies as well was different. Like who could ever forget that I was the one who found the Transit TV Easter egg. So, and that video just blew up overnight for me. So where would I put this? I'll put it there. No, just kidding. I'm going to put it there for me. Right. Call of Duty Ghosts. Its campaign was okay. I say it wasn't great. Left us on a cliffhanger, which we still haven't got an answer to this day. What else did we have? We had like some like weird, I can't remember what the mode is now, but we had like some weird like Spec Up style mode where we could like get tokens and stuff like that. We could play with like friends and everything. I can't remember what the mode was called. In terms of multiplayer, I feel multiplayer was average at most. Some of the maps were just too big for the game, especially the one with like the castle and like grass. that you play that map on like Team Deathmatch, and the final scores would be in like the 30s, 40s. It was just that much of a boring map because it was just too big, and everyone would just like sit camping with snipers and everything the whole game, and you just did not want to move. In terms of Extinction, again, it was something different, but I just felt like it was just meh. Like, it just felt really boring at a late stage. Like, for getting from one end to another, surviving raves. So I feel with Call of Duty Ghosts, I'm going to put it. I'm probably going to get some controversy to this. D. Again, could be a C, but I feel a D is average. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Here we go. First time advanced movement. What can I say? It's something different. The Exo Zombies. I feel the Exo Zombies for this was alright. Like, it was sort of unique with like the jumping around, boost jumping, and all these like different types of zombies you could have. In terms of campaign, I can't remember it that much, to be fair. Multiplayer, again, it's like going to say like Black Ops. There could be days where I could go on like 10, 15 kill streak, and there'd just be days where it's just meh. The weapons, I feel, were okay at most. I think because everyone just used the bow near enough, because it was like the gun of the game, really. In terms of DLC program, I feel it was okay, really. We had like the supply. This is where the supply drop system obviously started, but obviously it's not as worse as it is now. But this is where it all started. Again, I'm going to be fair and put it D. Right. So next is, if I remember correctly, Black Ops 3. Yes, that's it. Black Ops 3. Right. With Black Ops 3. This was when I feel like this is where the start of like boost jumping started getting a little bit tiring. Not too tiring compared to where we go into the next game, but in terms of campaign, again, I can't remember much of the campaign. Zombies was a strong outing. As for multiplayer, the maps I felt were decent enough. But the one thing that completely ruined this game, in terms of the multiplayer side, was the monetization. Like putting weapons behind supply drop, some would say a pay to win system. But this style is obviously better in terms of their next game. So, out of the boosting jump style games for the next couple, I'm going to put it A. just to be. I'd probably say it was a good game, but the monetization just completely ruined the experience. Oh boy, here we go. Infinite Warfare. Man, oh man, oh man. How this game flopped. So, campaign. Didn't even play. The zombies. I'd probably say the zombies was a lot of fun, really. Like, something unique, something different. But man, oh man, the multiplayer. Oh man. This was the point where everyone got sick to death of wall running, boost jumping. It was just a mess. The monetization. Who remembers when they did their first update for monetization stuff and brought out over 200 plus items on day one, making it virtually impossible to get stuff? Who remembers that? The monetization of this game, something different. Would I say it's better than Black Ops 3's? I'd probably say it's about the same, really, in terms of stuff behind paywall and that. But as for the graphics, it just looked meh to me. So, in all fairness, I'm going to put it here. And let's not forget that to play Modern Warfare Remastered, you actually had to have Infinite Warfare. So that completely destroyed the game. Now, if Modern Warfare Remastered was here, I would have put it here at the A rank. The monetization is miles much better. Sorry, miles much better than Black Ops 3's, but I don't want to put Black Ops 3's on the B. So yeah, Modern Warfare Remastered, if it was here, it would be A. Right. World War II. This was where we all began back to the original boots on the ground. Back to where COD belongs. In terms of campaign, I didn't actually play it. It's quite surprising. The zombies, to be fair, I did not really enjoy. It just they took a page out of Treyarch's zombies, but made it stupid. So the point system was a bit weak. You could even rebuild barriers to get points. I felt the grind for points was a bit off-putting, really. And at times you could I'd probably say you can get lost on the map. Looking around for the perk things that they had. I forget what they're called. But they had the war mode, which I feel was okay at most. There was one map which I feel was a bit stupid. The one where you can get spawn trapped. I think it was on a snowy map. I'm not 100% sure. But there was one where you can get spawn traps, and it just it got boring to the point where you just give up. In terms of multiplayer, I feel it was back to its old roots. Some of the maps were good, some of the maps were meh. In terms of the DLC monetization program, I feel that it was miles better than obviously Black Ops 3's. But obviously it began with bugs you could be Millhouse in your what's it called? headquarters. You could be in Millhouse, being on your own for a month. So that was a downside. But at the same time, it's like the supply drop system coming down the air, making people watch what you get, which I feel was a bit sneaky, because like someone could look and be like, oh, I've got to get that item, I'm going to go buy some supply drops. I just feel that was a bit sneaky by Activision. I wouldn't say it's Sledgehammer's, but it's more of Activision side. So the beginning of the game I feel was a bit meh, but obviously when Condry and Schofield left and new people came in, take over the realms, the game just got better. But at the same time, by that time I felt it was just too late. So where would I put this here? I'm going to put it here on the B rank. And finally Black Ops 4 Zombies. So far so good. Campaign. Oh wait, there is no campaign. Blackout. I say it's okay. Like, I probably say I couldn't play it for like 4, 5, 6 hours straight a day, like constantly playing it. I feel like the map for Blackout is just it's just small. Like, I know it looks big, but I just feel it's small. And the fact that we've like, at the making of this video, we're like 7 months into the game, and all we've had is hijacked, buried, standoff, and now the flooding of the dam. Nah, that's about it in terms of map changes. To me, that's just like meh. Considering that Blackout is supposed to be Treyarch's baby, because they don't care about the zombies, they don't care about multiplayer. And I tell you, if they had campaign, multiplayer would be a lot better. I feel multiplayer would be a lot better if we had a campaign and we didn't have Blackout. So I feel people pushing Treyarch into a battle royale has probably caused like the death of multiplayer, at least on Black Ops 4. So you guys are to blame. In terms of multiplayer, it's just bad. Even now with like the monetization system, DLC, it's just bad. Black Ops Pass, it's just bad. Waste of money. More content than ever before. Really. I guarantee next year we're going to have a Black Ops Pass 2 with more DLC and all that, and I bet it's going to cost like 50 quid. I betcha. And then people are just going to be outraged by it. As I have a pop-up on my PC. Sorry about that. So, where would I put Black Ops 4? If it didn't have the monetization like it has now, it would probably be about A at most. But because of the monetization, there's B. But at the same time, the Black Ops Pass, and the way that's being treated, I feel C is fair. So there you have it. This is my tier of Call of Duty games from S to trash. I hope you've all enjoyed this video. Please feel free to leave your comments saying which is like, where would you put your Call of Duties from S to trash. And there's the website there to go and do your own tier maker and even record and do your own. Thank you for watching.